But when we say, I want to make more money, why don't you go ahead? Help me understand that, right? So my goal is I want to make more money in 2023. Help me understand how that's not specific enough.
Well, I mean, more money. I mean, how much more than what? You want to make more money than the bum under the bridge? You're probably already there. Relax, have some Cheetos, right? Do you want to make more money than you've ever made before? Do you want to make more money than you made during the pandemic? Do you want to make more money than you have now? Like you can't go to more money, because what will happen is the second you make $1, you have more, and your subconscious mind, everything that you are is going to be like, oh, we did it. We're done. Right. And so you get these yo-yo results, right? Because more, insert anything, more spirituality, more love, more happiness, more money, more fitness is a target that you're moving away from something. I want to move away from this amount of money to more. The problem with targets have you moving away from something is the second you take one step away, guess what? Well, you're away.
You're there.
Right. I'm going to go back to land navigation. If we start in Seattle, and I'm talking with Lorianne, I'm like, hey, let's go to Boston. All right, awesome. Let's figure this out. We go, turns out we went way off course. We end up somewhere in Canada. Cool, we still know we're going to Boston. So we course correct. Then it turns out we're in Florida. How the hell did we get in Florida? Doesn't matter. We know we're going to Boston. So we may not take a straight line, but we get there. If what I'm saying is, hey, let's go to not Seattle. Like I want something that's not where we are. Well, I mean, the second we step 10 feet out of Seattle, we're not there anymore. So is this the place, or do we really want to go somewhere else? Or I don't know. And then you end up in this squishy, weird, I don't know. And so you get yo-yo results because you're not sure of what you want. Now, that doesn't mean that on the way to Boston, me and Lorianne are like, you know what? Chicago's awesome. Let's stay here. Cool. We can do that. We can change on the way, but we'll never get anywhere by going not somewhere. And saying I want more is just lazy talk for I don't want to be where I am. Well, cool. Where do you want to be? Because if you don't know what you want, you already have it. You don't know where you want to go, you're already there. Like, look around. You don't know where you want to go? Cool, you're there. I mean, it's that simple. Like it seems so, we make it so complicated.
So how do we get it? How do we get into this? How do we understand how to break free of this? I'm an individual who's saying, okay, I get it. I don't want to I don't want to just not know where I'm going. I want to be specific. I want to know what I want in my life from an area of growth. How do we start the process of working through our own mind to be specific? Do we ask, what kind of questions do we ask? How do we approach that?
Perfect. Now, first off, I just want to tell you, I have an outcomes training that I'm going to give to anyone who's watching this. I'll give it to you for free. There'll be a link. I don't know where, but there'll be a link. You'll see it, click it. We'll get you this outcomes training that'll help you set outcomes. The first thing you have to do is not be general. And if I'm going to not be general, right, that means I can't just set targets for life. Now, notice I say targets, I say outcomes, right? I said, like, I'm not setting a goal. A goal for me, and I don't mind if you like the word goal, I love you. It's cool. We're not going to get in a fight over a word, right? But for me, a goal is something way off there that I'm aiming at. No, this is a target. If I miss, I'm going to shoot again until I hit the target, right? It's an outcome. Until it exists, I'm going to chase it, right? Either this is what's fantastic about Elon Musk, right? He's incredibly specific to the point of seeming absolutely crazy. What do you want to do? Colonize Mars. How are you going to do it? And then he's got ridiculously concrete plans to get there. Now, he may die before we get there, but that's not the point.
I don't know. Not this guy.
Well, I'm not going to bet against him, right?
Yeah, right. I want to launch a rocket and have it land back on a platform.
Hey, how many people watching this or are on this have launched their car to Mars, right? Like, not very many of us, but this guy has. Why? How did he even know how to where to launch his car? Because he specifically knows exactly where he's going. Now, that's going to have all sorts of turns and twists he didn't see coming. So the first thing is you want to get very specific. I break life down into 5 pieces. Okay, 5 pieces: fitness, faith, family, finance, and fun. Now, why fun? Because my type A's forget about fun. Fun's simple. You just do fun shit, right? You remember that if we don't enjoy it, what's the point of the rest of it, right? If I'm killing it in fitness, family, faith, and finance, and I don't like my life, I'm not winning. So fun just means loving what it is that we're creating, right? By getting specific, when I say, okay, what do I want in family? What do I want in fitness? What do I want in finance? Now I can really start to set traction, and I can start to move across all of those areas. So I think that's very important first, is to kind of break life into its parts, right? Because we are physical animals, we are spiritual beings, we are also psychological beings, we are also social beings, and we want to honor all of those different pieces with us, right? And that's what we do with fitness. We're honoring the body, right? With faith, we're honoring the soul. With finance, we're typically honoring the mind in today's age. And with family, we're honoring that sociology. So we're looking at all the different parts of us and moving forward incrementally in each of those. And that's what's going to move the real needle in our life forward.